Nestled on the banks of the Hudson River, Michie Stadium. It will play host to some of the nation's finest today and another thrilling edition of Army football. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Army Black Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Black Knights will get us started with the opening kickoff. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring... Going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
To the air, it's Coffee. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incompletely.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Turns it on in midfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They've been running it, but now the pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. Here's the handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
We'll take over 1st and 10.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The Black Knights can do it on the ground with a Mr. Inside or Mr. Outside. They just love to run it.
They'll do it however way you want it. Whether it's inside and they're going to give the first one or they're going to run the option off it, you're going to get a steady dose of running the football. They will check to see how physical you want to be in a football game.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. The give to the back. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped the yard short. It'll be 3rd down. And the Black Knights in the hurry up. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Black Knights are marching down the field. From the gun, running back gets the give.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He makes the connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
691, Gators score. Pound 55.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He's looking deep. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Black Knights. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's perfect. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And he runs out of bounds, and they'll mark it right there for the return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet, everything you're picking.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. Oh, it's out. Defense. that fumble and securing it. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Line gets set, first down. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Off he goes. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
The defensive line just is not physical enough against the run. Too many guys getting pushed around, too many guys not playing with great gap integrity, and the linebackers aren't able to fill. That's been a problem when trying to stop this running game.
The Black Knights have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Army!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Looking left. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. The offense lining up for a first down play. Dropping back, it's Coffee. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Fires toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Finds him out of the backfield, and he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. But he might have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff...
Oh, look out! He's at the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Offense working from the pistol. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
He's going to bring it out from deep. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick-6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback is snowed under. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. They'll rush to the line, clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. The quick out. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
Using his feet. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quarterback checking the play.
Here we go. Hornet.
He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. This one's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He fires it out to the right. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
I like it. It's like laying up on a par 5. There's no time and no place for that. We don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's 3rd and long. I don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job taking a shot down the field, trying to get the first down through the interception, but no harm.
Moving away from pressure. Makes a grab, and there's room. On the move at the 30. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
They'll try the run. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. 1 more snap coming before halftime. To the air, it's Coffee. Working that left side now. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. At the 45, on his way. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And they'll get him down after a solid return. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
On second down, he's looking downfield. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. The Black Knights headed quickly to the line. Quarterback checking off. Snap from the gun on third down. He looks that one in nicely. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hands it off. Powers through the defender. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room. And the Black Knights are on the move. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Comes out throwing on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabs it in the middle. They get him down after he makes the catch.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
On second down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs.
Razor. Here we go. Go. Hawk. Hawk.
To the air on first down. Feeling some heat. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Quarterback will audible. Third down play from the gun. Got his man quickly. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Looking to move it through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Black Knights. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll give it to the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Coffee. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. The give to the tailback. Dances away from 1. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Made a defender miss. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments.
And your
Stop to that return at the 22.
1st and 10.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Fighting off the defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to pick.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Army! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Power football with the run. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Tackle is made at the 37-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Dropping back, it's Coffee. Going downfield for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll take another shot here. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
9. 2nd down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the 1st down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
6th play of the drive coming up. Dropping back, it's Coffee. He's going to let it go. He caught it. Touchdown, Ohio State. They move on top here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go.
28.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking for a man on second down. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down one score, gotta have it right now. Wants to throw on first down. Getting some heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the ground with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Hand off from the gun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one.